That's one of our goals is not to start or punt the ball from the shadows of our end zone. And so we were able to do that. Every time we got ourselves backed up, we came out with a good package. Our kids executed at a high level and got us out. And that was very important. Again, it kept the field long for Hampton. And that's always been one of our goals, keep the field long for them. And what that will do, again, it gives our defense a chance to be a very effective defense. Here we start off with a good, not a good kick, but a decent kick. And one guy got out of the lane. And when he got out of the lane, you know, a guy with that kind of speed is no match for our kicker. And he was able to open it up real fast. So if you out there talking to someone in the hallway, you missed the opening play. And which was a big gainer for them. So we get the ball back, decent return, not a great return, get us out to about the 25-yard line. And so now we just open up with a reverse. Our goal was to give this guy here, Thomas Harris, every opportunity to touch the football. We knew they were going to be fast flowing, so we just opened up, try to slow him down a little bit. Here's Anthony Mitchell. He hurt his ankle on the very first play on that kickoff and stayed in the game and played extremely hard here. Again, a new wrinkle we put in for Thomas Harris, a little middle screen for him. We figured once we can get him the ball, particularly matching him up with some linebackers, he could make a huge play for us here. You can see Ulysses Banks drew him off, drew both linebackers to him. Anquez is down there directing traffic, and Thomas Harris gets to his opening drive, our opening drive for a big touchdown. And that, you know, they had snatched momentum right from the beginning from us with the kickoff return. And then we came right back and made a big play and a couple big plays and get it back. Here, Ray Segura goes in and makes a real big play. We had pressure on their quarterback all day long. And the one thing I didn't like about him, there were a lot of extra activity going on after the play. Here, we get a big gain and we get a horse collar, another 15 yards added on to that. And so this is our second drive here. We made a mistake on the read, and it really was the line's fault. After looking at it, we didn't block the right guy, and so they really took that play away from us. And so now we're kind of scrambling. Kevin does a good job of just getting rid of the ball and backing them up. And so now they're down in the shadow of their end zone, and you know, both teams had opportunities to play from the shadow of their end zone. Here they go for a long ball, hoping for interference or possible catch, but Rico Porch comes over, makes a real nice play. We get the ball back in excellent field position here. Kevin has a chance to run the ball, and that's what he needs to do, just run and just get down, get what he can get and get down and keep us moving here. Ulysses Banks walks in the end zone.
Great blocking by the offensive line.
Yeah, it was. We saw how they were set up, and we knew we were going to be able to walk in. But the thing I didn't like was at the end, we just kind of slowly took our time getting in. And Ulysses know better than that. He has to get in there and make sure that not take any extra hits or anything along that line. So we snatch a 14-7 lead. Their offense is back on the field. And as you can see, our defense is putting pressure on that kid there. Was an excellent football player, and you know, we did a lot of things to try to wrestle him up. And here, that quarterback, I can see why he was a Division I kid. He throws the ball.
He throws the ball.
He throws it hard. He has a very, very strong arm. A lot of times, some of them guys drop the ball because it came too hard on them. Here we get the ball on the 1 yard line. After our defense stopped and we changed quarter, we get the ball on the 1 yard line. And then we got to put together a long drive here. What a great catch. Thomas Harris, what a great catch, what a great throwing catch. The kid was pass interference, but he still made a big play for us. And here, we got to get rid of the ball. We throw it here. That guy's pass interference without tight end Kenny Harris, but he's able to get a pass interference call. Once again, we got something going. We got a drive here. We would have been better served. No, this is the one he made a good decision throwing the ball to Rashard Johnson. And we had a lot of this going on afterwards. The guys were pushing at the end of the play here. Jeremy comes in and makes a real nice kick for us, 46 yards, I believe it was.
Record for him, record kick.
Well, that was his personal high, yeah. So we get the ball back, and right now, they get the ball back, and we're trying to corral them. As you can see, this kid is a real good football player. We get them to punt, and we get a decent return here. I think they call us for a clip right there. And, you know, when you go back and look at it, it was, his helmet was slightly, not much, but slightly behind him. So we get called for blocking in the back. And so, it's going to bring it back. whenever there's a doubt, we got to pull up and let them go. So once again, we get the ball backed up. We got to try to make something happen out the shadow of our end zone. We do not want to punt from the shadow of our end zone. Here, we got a new formation we put in. And once again, a great throw and catch. Thomas Harris had a great day. We faked the reverse and get the screen. This was a great play. We executed it perfectly. We've been trying to run this thing for the last 2 years, and we finally got it ran the right way, and it was a big play for us. Here, we called a timeout to set this up, told him that he was going to be able to walk into the end zone. Coach Pearl did a great job up top, seeing what they were in. We were able to see that they were crashing hard, and they were playing man in this situation. And we just told them to come around the edge and run the football in for the touchdown. Again, you can see great blocking on the edge by Rashard Johnson, and everybody celebrating. We're happy. And right now, we got momentum in a major way. And then we make some mistakes here. We allowed our emotions to get a hold of us right here. And once that happened, we kind of lost focus on some things, particularly defensively. And that's one thing I keep telling our guys: we got to always stay in control of our emotions. And here, they ran a little rub route. We let them get away from us here, and then he was able to float it out there for a guy who's wide open. We kind of collided with each other, and so they get a big play. They get a big momentum snatcher. And so
close
now,
out the first half.
absolutely. So now we're only going by a 10-point lead. It's still a lead, but they're going into the halftime with a lot of momentum and something very, very positive to talk about, even though they've been dominated for the entire first half. The only successful play they had was really the kickoff return, and from that point, they were able to take this drive down there, and so they had something to build upon at halftime. And you never really want to give a team, someone that you've been dominating for the whole ball game, or the first half, I should say, something to build upon and something positive to talk about at halftime. And we did that, and from that point on, we knew we were going to be in for a dogfight, so to speak.
Well, Mo,